Good afternoon from Fairbanks, Alaska. Inside of Groden Memorial Field, the Ventura County Pirates are on the air. The Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel broadcasts are brought to you by The Answer is Yes. Find out if you qualify for a refund from fraudulent credit card transaction fees. Call 760-685-5813. And WFG Insurance. Need life insurance, income tax returns? Need to roll over that old retirement fund into something that won't lose money? Call Cassidy Eden or Lou Stowers at 562-266-7024 for your free personal financial checkup. And you need to become a Ventura County Pirates or Bucks host family. Well, how can you do that? Host a Buck, host a Pirate. Call GM George Renault, 805-501-0470 for details. Along with Alex Ramol, I'm Lou Stowers, and it is, a blustery day at best, where the temperature right now, Alex, is 53 degrees and cloudy. In between the raindrops, it looks like we have ominous clouds up there, and we can't even see the Denali Hills out there, but it is a beautiful day for baseball and a doubleheader.
Yeah, you can see it on your screens just over the scoreboards out there in right field. Some dark clouds, but overall looks like we're hitting a bit of a sun patch today, and hopefully at least for this first game holds up pretty well, but I think it's time for some baseball.
That's right, and we're going to have Jacob Russell on the mound for the Ventura County Pirates, Sean Lee for the Alaska Goldpanners, and in the loss to the Goldpanners 3-2 the other day, the day before yesterday, that was a tough loss.
Yeah, both tough losses, I'd argue. In Game 1, gave up a 5 spot in the first inning, but really kept it close the rest of the way. And then Game 2, it was anybody's contest pretty much the whole way through. So the Pirates are almost there. They just need a couple things to break their way, tie up those loose ends, those unnecessary walks and errors, stuff like that. And in a 2-game set for the Pirates and the Goldpanners, I think anything could happen.
And yesterday, it was a day for fishing for the Pirates. Before the game, they went fishing. Then we all found out that the game had been postponed. So then they got their fishing gear and went out again. And also, we all went fishing for some nice presents at North Pole, Alaska.
Yeah, now the Pirates are going to be fishing for a win, hopefully 2. And we'll see how sure these anglers are out here in the wilderness of Alaska.
And as the Alaska Goldpanners are being introduced, I want to thank you very much for joining us also on this trip, as we will welcome out the Air National Guard ROTC AK 941 from Ben Elson High School at North Pole, Alaska, and they will be our color guard today before our national anthem.
From the Junior ROTC from North Pole High School, and the singing of our national anthem by Staff Sergeant Hannah Moore. Please remain standing. Thank you.
And off marches the color guard from the Air National Guard ROTC AK 941 from North Pole High School, actually, and Ben Elson High School from North Pole, Alaska. And also our national anthem was sung by one of the students as well. So a huge piece of the community as we get things underway. For the Pirates, they'll open up with Ethan Kearney in center field. Then it'll be number 31, DJ Akiyama at shortstop. The designated hitter will be Gabe Juarez. Number 24, Jose Mariano will clean up and hit and play first base. Then it'll be Brandon Wynn out in left field. Then in right field, Robbie Treto. Ryder Gordon at third base. The second baseman, Ethan Gonzalez. And then Grant Madrid Murray will round out the batting order and be the catcher. And then for the Goldpanners out in the outfield, why don't we introduce them from left field to right field? It'll be Bubba Rocha out in left field, Jacob Badawi in center field, Jesse Espinoza is in right, third base from third base to first base. It's Alex Garcia. Isaiah Munoz is the shortstop, Matt Chavez at second base, Matt Leiterman the first baseman, and a brand new catcher just off the bus. Tyson Reese will catch for the Goldpanners from UC Riverside and was raised in Stockton. 6 foot 185 pounder, and he will catch Sean Lee. And Sean Lee is from Butte College in Northern California, a 6'1" sophomore, 205 pound right-hander from Fallon, Nevada.
I had to check where Fallon, Nevada is. I expected it to be a Vegas suburbs, actually east of Reno, way out there in the middle of what I presume is desert, maybe some mountainous area out there.
Sierra Nevada area,
yeah. But he's no stranger, I guess, to remote wilderness-rich areas like Fairbanks.
Right at home. It's a tall, lanky right-hander as Ethan Kearney steps in. And the first pitch is at 2:07. So the sun is out. You can tell that maybe the rain is over because the seagulls have come out, and they don't like the rain, that's for sure. Next pitch, and that's low and away for ball 2-0 to Kearney. Ethan been getting some good playing time with Robert Pitts not able to make the trip, as this one's hit into left field, and that's going to settle right into the glove of Bubba Rocha for the first out.
Yeah, Kearney was great in both games 2 days ago. Has really stepped up in the absence of Robert Pitts. And on that one, just couldn't really get it right. Went the other way. Just a lazy fly ball and an easy first out for the Panners.
In steps DJ Akiyama. The Pirates, dressed in their road jerseys and uniforms, the red road jerseys with the white numerals and lettering and the gray pants and the red stirrups, fouled into the Pirates dugout for strike one. Next pitch, and that sails away, 1-1.
Akiyama, of course, had the homer in Game 1 that gave the Pirates a lead that they would eventually squander. But after that, not a whole lot of amazing hitting following that, but I was really impressed with his defense and his arm at shortstop.
A lot of range there, and that was impressive as well. 3-0 is DJ with a good eye. Just been getting more and more impressed every day that you watch DJ Akiyama. What a good player and a good find. And Scott Murray, who's the field manager this year and also coaching at third base, has a lot of young men coming over from the island of Hawaii as DJ earns a one-out walk.
Great plate discipline from DJ there, especially that last pitch I thought was pretty close, but a great take, and he knew it all the way. Was ready to dispose of his bat and get going to first.
And in comes Gabe Juarez from Glendale College. Gabe, we talked about his Paul Bunyan-like feats up here in Alaska, hitting 3 balls over the wall and across the street to Fairbanks Curling Club, which I do believe you can see on the upper right of your screen. And it's 1-0 to Big Gabe. And you can see those. See where George Renault and I found the ball across the street on our Instagram page. This one's fouled back.
So I was warned a few days ago by our bus driver, Cindy, who's been a great help to us in the Pirates team so far. I was warned that there was some jeering going, and seems like some of the fans have gotten a hold of a roster saying Gabe.
This is grounded into the hole and underneath the glove of Munoz. And a one-out hit and 2 men on for the Pirates here in the top of the first inning.
That had to feel good. Again, the fans with some minor taunting of Gabe Juarez, and Gabe hits a single in their face.
Well, the rosters are available downstairs. So both the Goldpanners and the Pirates on either side of the piece of paper are right there. And you know what? I think the players like it.
Yeah, I think so too.
In steps Jose Mariano from the Philippines, and he fouls the first pitch he sees from Sean Lee back. It's 0-1.
Jose Mariano described his playing style as nonchalant, which
been anything but, really.
Yeah.
He's aggressive at the plate, hacks that one foul out of play, 0-2.
I will say he does make it look easy on defense at first base. With me and Crash Collier on the call, had an amazing defensive game against the Arroyo Seco Saints last week.
Goes to Los Angeles Mission College, a 2-year school. This is a curveball, and that's hit right to shortstop, onto second for 1, onto first, and off the bag. Matt Leiterman is pulled, and Mariano is safe. So runners at the corner. Out on the fielder's choice is Juarez, 6-4. Down to third base goes Akiyama. And Mariano is at first as Brandon Wynn steps in. Let's set up the Goldpanners outfield for you. Bubba Roca is in left field. Jacob Badawi is in center. Jesse Espinoza is in right. Wynn taps this one, foul out of play. Hometown kid Alex Garcia is at third base for the Goldpanners. Isaiah Munoz at short, Matt Chavez at second, Matt Leiterman at first, and Wynn trying to go the other way. Fouls it off, and it's 0-2. Behind the plate, we've already introduced you to new catcher Tyson Reese, and Sean Lee is on the mound. 0-2 to Brandon Wynn. Tried to poke that one down the left field line. Now, I was able to go check out the sloppiness of right field and left field. Now, right field, it looks like they did some work out there. and it is squishy at best. Left field, same thing. Runner goes from first, and that's tap foul, pulled foul, and Mariano will have to go back to first. So it's either Joseph Perez, I think that's Joseph Perez coaching down at first base, JP, for the Pirates.
I believe is that Mason Miles, actually?
Could be.
I think it is.
Here comes the 0-2, swing and a miss on a high fastball. Fifth pitch of the at-bat, and down goes Wynn in the first strikeout for Sean Lee. Actually, that's the third out, pardon me. So no runs on a hit and 2 Pirates left aboard. We'll go to the bottom of the first with the Pirates not scoring against Sean Lee, and the Goldpanners coming up to bat in the bottom of the first against Jacob Russell. You're watching the Ventura County Pirates on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Back in Fairbanks, Alaska, inside Groton Memorial Field, along with Alex Ramol, I'm Lou Stowers. And bottom of the first inning, Jacob Russell will face Matt Chavez, Jacob Badawi, and Tyson Reese, the first 3 batters in their lineup, followed by Matt Leiterman, Bubba Roca, Isaiah Munoz, Jesse Espinoza, and Alex Garcia. Russell's first pitch is a fastball in for a strike. Now, Jacob has been pretty consistent so far this season for the Pirates. Next pitch, and that's a fastball swung on a miss. What do you know about Jacob?
Well, Jacob, he's been, again, as you said, one of the most dependable guys for the Pirates. Normally comes out of the pen. I believe this is his first start. And he already got a strikeout swinging there.
Yeah.
Coming to the plate, number 42, center fielder Jacob Badawi.
That'll bring up Jacob Badawi, the center fielder. And Badawi, he's a good one. Looks at the first pitch, in for a strike, so that's 4 pitches and 4 strikes. Another Highlander from Riverside, 5'9", 190-pounder, out of Montclair. On the inside corner, and strike 2. So Russell ain't wasting any time.
No, he isn't, and that should be expected from him. Really great pitcher so far this year.
Fouls that at the plate, remains 0-2.
One of just 2 lefties on the pitching staff for the Pirates. The other one, Cade Berry, pitched well a couple days ago. But Russell has been really, really solid. Throws a 2-seamer, cutter, curveball, and changeup.
And here comes the 0-2. And that's tap foul down the first baseline. So Badawi, as you would expect, hanging tough. Russell from nearby University of Redlands. And he's in the transfer portal right now. Ground ball gets by Russell, but scooped up by Akiyama, who throws across. 6-3 on the putout, and that's pretty much money in the bank when it goes over to DJ. Let's introduce you to the Pirates in the outfield. Brandon Wynn is in left. Ethan Kearney is in center. Robbie Trato is in right field. Ryder Gordon is at third. DJ Akiyama is at second base. At shortstop, Ethan Gonzalez is at second, as this one's hit up the middle and into center field for a base hit.
And look at
by Tyson Reese.
Yeah, look at Tyson Reese. Just
got off the bus.
I'd hope it's not a bus all the way from Stockton. I'd hope he took at least one plane.
And looked very comfortable in batting practice. And in steps Matt Leiterman, and you just heard he's a fan favorite here. Jose Mariano is at first base holding on Reese. Grant Madrid Murray and his banged-up elbow are behind the plate. Swing and a miss on a nice fastball to Leiterman from Russell, and it's strike one.
Yeah, I talked to Grant after the games a couple days ago, and he said it was like a funny bone thing. A bat came back and hit him on his left elbow, but after the games he felt fine.
Been doing his own ice therapy. And his dad, manager Scott Murray, being in the medical field when he's not coaching, I'm sure gave him some therapy as well. Pitch just outside, and that's the first ball that's been thrown by Jacob Russell.
And that was real close, too. Russell really looks to be in good command early on here.
The weather report, right now it's 54 degrees and cloudy, and that's right around the high. Also, the wind is blowing pretty much straight out from home plate to center field. Next pitch, and that just misses as well. Fastball low and inside, and now it's 2-1. So this could be an action pitch with Tyson Reese, even though he's a catcher, probably with those fresh legs, has some speed. Has a decent lead with his right foot at the cut of the grass at first base, and Russell will go over there and chase him back.
And the crowd is not as filled out as it has been. If it's like the other day, it'll be more in the second game.
Runner goes, and the pitch gets by Madrid Murray. And Reese is going to go, well, not quite to third. He hesitated at second base, and this backstop from home plate to the backstop is about 40 feet, 30 to 40 feet. So on the wild pitch, Reese goes down to second base.
Yeah, Leiterman urged Reese to third, and he thought about it, but credit to Grant Madrid Murray for correcting the mistake of Jacob Russell and making it only one base.
So 2 down, 3-1's the count to Leiterman with a runner at second. And this one is hit foul the other way. So it's 3-2.
But the crowd not crazy today, but there are some boo birds out there. Didn't like the pickoff, was chanting at Gabe Juarez and Brandon Wynn. Tough place to play for a road team.
Reset at 3-2 with 2 down, runner at second. Russell looks back. And this one's lined into right field, but right at Trato, and he puts it away for the third out. So Russell with a mini jam, and Madrid Murray and Jacob talk about that pass ball, and it might have been a missed pitch or an overthrow, but we'll just wash this one down the drain. And no runs on a hit, and 1 man left. We'll go to the top of the second with the Pirates and Goldpanners, no score. But first I want to tell you to follow the Ventura County Pirates and the Bucks on social media. Go to V County Pirates for team news and leave your comments. That's V County Pirates on Instagram, Facebook, and X. And also, just want to say the answer is yes. MasterCard and Visa is the largest class action settlement in the U.S. history. If your company took Visa or MasterCard payments between 2004 and 2019, you're entitled to file a claim for a refund for being overcharged for transaction fees. Call Kevin Sumstein at 760-685-5600 5813. We'll come back to the top of the second on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Top of the second inning, it'll be Robbie Trato, Ryder Gordon, and Ethan Gonzalez to face Shaw Lee on a cold July 7th in Fairbanks, Alaska. But for many, probably shorts and tank top weather here in Alaska, as the first pitch to Robbie is ball one. Robbie made the final out in the top of the first on that line drive out by Matt Leiterman. And it's 2-0 to Trato, who says his back is doing okay. Fouls this one at the plate, 2-1.
And I talked to Robbie a little bit before the game about the muddy area in right field where he stands. He says it might be a little better today, but it's still not ideal.
Trato with one hit in the first two games and now grounds this one to third. The long throw made by Alex Garcia. Of course, they're going to love Garcia because he's from nearby North Pole, Alaska. So that'll bring up Ryder Gordon. And Ryder's parents and grandfather came up. And I know they didn't take the bus.
They did not. But they came up to see a great performance from Ryder. Game one had a hit, and then game two had three. It was really impressive and certainly hit the ball better than I've ever seen him this year.
So Ryder, a Royal High graduate from Simi Valley, and is a data science major at Claremont McKenna College. So not only does he go to a Smarty Pants school, but he's in a Smarty Pants major. And want to say hey to Mom Michelle and Josh. This is high into left field, and back goes the left fielder, Roca, and that goes off the wall. And here goes Gordon. He might go for three. Nope, Roca recovers quickly and gets the ball in. But in the meantime, Ryder Gordon has himself a one-out double.
And what he didn't do the other day was get extra bases. I don't think he ever did. A lot of singles, which of course nothing wrong with it, but really expanded his power. That was one of his main goals for the summer, was to hit the ball a lot harder, and he almost cleared the wall here at Groudon Memorial Field.
Now the wind is blowing the opposite direction from third base to first base, and this one's pulled to third base. Garcia chases back Gordon and throws him out. So one pitch, one out for Ethan Gonzalez, and that'll bring up Grant Madrid Murray. So Ryder's granddad, dressed in the black leather cowboy hat and vest and pants, his name is Ken, so we want to give them a shout-out today, even though they're downstairs just below us. Here's a ground ball to third base, out of play, and it's 0-1 to Grant. So a two-out opportunity for Grant Madrid Murray to put the Pirates out on top, and boy, with them battling themselves at the plate, this would sure be a nice icebreaker, literally, up here in Fairbanks. Breaking ball, and that did not hit the strike zone, so it's 1-1 now.
Seems like pretty much we're catching the coldest 1 week period here in Fairbanks of the summer, so unlucky us, but it's still quite nice out up here.
Here comes the 1-1, and another breaking ball that's inside. 2-1 now. Yeah, the weather report is not too rosy for us today, But we're going to continue to play and get these games in for you. And then tomorrow is our wrap-up game here. Fastball, and that's bites off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. And then, of course, after we leave on Tuesday, it's going to be a gorgeous 2 or 3 days, and then back to the rain. Lee into the set, swing and a miss, and down goes Madrid Murray and the Pirates. No runs on a hit, 1 man left for the Pirates. And we'll go to the bottom of the second inning with the Pirates and Goldpanners. No score on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the second inning as Jacob Russell is finishing his warm-up tosses to Grant Madrid Murray. Just looking down to our right, I want to give a shout out to Brody Brown's dad, Dennis Brown, who's also my roommate here on this trip. He's manning the t-shirt and the hats area. So the Star Spangled CCL Ventura County Pirates hats and the new CCL hats are being sold here as Russell first pitch, and that swung on and fouled away to Bubba Roca.
Rocha played a pretty capable left field in the 2 games a couple days ago.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Now Russell already out to another big lead.
Fastball, and that missed somehow. That looked just like the last pitch. So Bubba, another Highlander, a junior from Brentwood, California. This one's in the turf, and it's 2-2. So a lot of Big West players, and a lot of local players, a lot of friendships on both sides, the third base and first base dugouts. Here comes the 2-2, and that's outside. 3-2. This one's grounded back, gets off of Russell's glove, slows it way down, and Nakayama can't do anything with it. So that'll be an infield hit. As that went off of Russell's left hand, even though it was on his left side, couldn't quite backhand that one.
Yeah, that was a really tough bounce to Russell. I think hit off the mound first, and Rocha hustled out, so a good infield single for the Goldpanners, but the double plays in place, and Russell still looks to be throwing well.
Isaiah Munoz steps in for his first at bat and looks at chases a fastball for strike 1. Munoz is a Cal State Northridge Matador from Fresno, California. Fastball, and that's up and in, 1-1. So if you're a longtime fan of the Ventura County Pirates, Jacob Russell, you could mistake him for one of the Cisneros brothers. This one is inside. Did he go around? No, says Ruben Cabral. So it's a ball, 2-1. Let's introduce you to the umpires. Ruben Cabral is over at first. Pat Keegan is on the left side. And behind the plate, it's Dan Angelo. And there's a breaking ball that's outside. Now it's 3-1.
And Russell's really close here. Other than that one wild pitch in the last inning, has been pretty much in control. He's just got to keep going with it, and he'll get those calls.
No outs and a man on. Fastball, and that sails outside. A walk. And that sends Roca to first base. With nobody out, here comes Jesse Espinoza.
Now batting number 13, right fielder, Jesse Espinoza.
Jesse came up here to the press box earlier to specifically request Justin Timberlake's Sexy Back as his walk-up song, but I didn't hear it playing.
Fastball on the inside corner for strike one. Alex Garcia would be next, followed by Brandon Weiland. Two men on, and this is a broken bat to Russell. Russell goes to second for one. On to first, double play. So the broken bat helps out Russell and the Pirates. And a 1-6-3 double play. And that brings up Alex Garcia. Roca goes down to third base.
That was just great defense by Jacob Russell for one, turning right around and finding Akiyama. And then, of course, that arm on DJ working wonders yet again to get that second out.
So Russell with a man at third base in Roca. Now fastball, and that's sent back foul. Now you hear that? That's a pinball machine?
Yeah.
That's the ringer for George Freneau's phone.
Yes. Very loud.
I thought George was here. Or put his phone up to the microphone.
Get scared when the boss is walking around.
Fastball, and that sails outside, 1-1.
I don't get scared. I do my job. You're the troublemaker, Lou.
Not me. As pure as the driven snow. So it's 1-1 now with two down, a runner at third for the Goldpanners. Russell. Fastball, and now a snap throw down to third base, and a smart play by Murray down to Ryder Gordon. And came real close to picking Roca off.
It was a good risk. Murray's done that a lot this year. Almost got him.
Strike three called. Or is it? Nope, this is strike two. 2-2. But that was an emphatic strike call
It really
by
was.
Dan Angelo. So 2 outs, 2 on, or 1 on, 2-2 the count, and this one's poke foul down the right field line.
And those fans of the Goldpanners a little disheartened by the double play, but if their guy from North Pole gets an RBI here, they'll be right back to maximum craziness.
And Russell trying to prevent that. Here comes the 2-2 again. Now it's strike three called. And Garcia knew it. Fastball on the inside corner. That really bit it off there. So a good piece of pitching by Russell. Seemed like he kind of floundered there with two straight 3-ball counts, came back to get a double play, and then strike out Alex Garcia. No runs on 1 hit and 1 man left. We'll go to the top of the 3rd inning. No score. Goldpanners and Pirates. And we were telling you a little bit about how to look good at the Pirates games. Well, Dennis Gordon's manning the t-shirt and hat booth right now for us up here. You can buy the red or black Bucks fitted hats for $30, or the Pirates' new CCL red and black hats for $35, or if we have any left coming home, we have the Star Spangled Pirates hats. They're available at every home game. Just stop by the press box. Also, the new Ventura County Pirates t-shirts are available with our new logo on the back. Men's crew cut and women's V-neck, $25, kids $20. And that's about half the price of the merchandise up here. So, with that in mind, count your change, and we'll be back for the top of the 3rd on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Back to the top of the lineup for the Pirates in the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be Ethan Kearney, DJ Akiyama, and Gabe Juarez to face Shaw Lee. And this one's hit the other way to shortstop. And Munoz has a long throw. Can't get him. Garcia couldn't cut it off. And Ethan Kearney, with the speed that he has, beat out that infield hit.
Yeah, way to move it by Kearney. That one was just poked slow enough to make it an issue for Munoz and ran it down the way he knows how. Jumped on an early count last time and got punished for it, but this time it worked out for him.
DJ Akiyama steps in now. And there goes Kearney. Pitches outside, and the throw down is not in time. A stolen base by Kearney, who went right away. And with the stolen base and ball 1 to DJ Akiyama.
Kind of got a do-over on the whole leadoff thing after his fly out in the 1st inning. He's back in the 3rd and already doing his job.
So Lee, with that long windup, this one's popped straight up the chute. Catcher Reese calls for it. Nope, calling for it. Ooh, boy. Shaw Lee. And that wind took a hold of it. And just barely with the snow cone catch, and it was in fair territory. So DJ Akiyama gives way to Gabe Juarez now, who's 1 for 1. Had a base hit in the 1st. Has an RBI opportunity. And again, the wind blowing barely out to right center field from home plate. This one hits the outside corner on a fastball, 0-1.
Well, the wind blown to right center now. When that pop-up went up, it was blowing towards dead center. The wind here really tricky. Great catch by Lee to get that 1st out, unfortunately for the Pirates.
This one's fouled back, and it's 0-2. Plus, when the ball goes straight up like that, it has that reverse spin. So you really have to give yourself a couple of steps towards the field, because that ball is going to spin outward. This one's in the turf and gets away from Reese. And a wild pitch down to 3rd base goes Ethan Kearney. And the first run of the ball game is 90 feet away for the Pirates.
Juarez thought about swinging at that one, but pulled away. And good thing he did, because now he has an even easier opportunity to knock in Kearney.
Kearney coming way down the 3rd baseline. Here comes the pitch, a curveball up and in, 2-2. So Kearney has been a pleasant surprise. Been very active offensively and better than average defensively, and this one's fouled back on an outside pitch to Juarez from Shaw Lee.
Kearney's definitely been ramping up this season. It's the best he's been at a good time, too.
Outside. So now it's 3-2 to Gabe Juarez, and Jose Mariano is on deck. Kearney takes his lead. The infield is playing way back. Fastball, and that is low for ball 4. So now runners at the corners for the Pirates with 1 out. And that brings up the cleanup hitter, Jose Mariano, and Tyson Reese going over some signs with his pitcher, Shaw Lee.
A very, very savvy at-bat from Gabe Juarez. Down 0-2, comes all the way back for the walk, and that last pitch was pretty darn close. But that's what he does, works these counts.
There it go. Oh, Juarez faked going, but put on the brakes, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. So we're going to watch the aggression here from Scott Murray. This is his type of baseball. Runners at the corners with 1 out, and you have your cleanup hitter on. There goes Juarez. The pitch is a ball, and Reese hangs on to it, and a stolen base for Gabe Juarez, showing off his speed, that dangerous speed.
Well, it was more the threat of the double steal from Kearney, but good hustle, of course, by Juarez. The two Glendale CC guys up to some trouble on the bases.
And Mariano hits it hard but foul. Hit that right into the dirt, or the turf, I should say. And it's 2-1. Breaking ball, and that swung on a miss as Mariano is way out in front. And it's 2-2. The hitter's eye out in center field is a big Alaskan flag, Alaskan state flag. This one is pulled foul right in front of Coach Murray, and it remains 2-2.
Mariano's got a lot more freedom to just pull the ball, even if it goes infield over to Munoz, because the double play is gone and Kearney can score.
This one's hit high in the air down the right field line towards the dugout and just barely goes out of play by about 10 feet. So it remains 2-2. But Bubba Roca is playing way off the line in left field, and all Mariano's been doing is pulling foul balls down there. And I can smell Bobby doing the hot dogs and burgers down there.
Can't tell if it's not a forest fire up here.
Swing and a miss, foul tipped into the glove by Mariano into Reese's glove, and down goes Jose Mariano. So 2 down. Second strikeout of the day for Shaw Lee, and that'll bring up Brandon Wynn. Wynn struck out on a 5-pitch at bat to end the first inning. Now has a chance to turn that around. 2 runners in scoring position, and a beauty of a pitch by Lee on the outside corner for strike 1.
But this is what the Pirates have faced. Trouble hitting with runners in scoring position. Wynn's got to break that.
Fastball, and that's in the same location but low. So Lee trying to set him up. Keeping the ball away from Lee as he did in the first at bat. High and away, 1-2. Right center field, there's a lot of tundra out there between Badawi and Espinoza, the center fielder and right fielder respectively. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss on a curveball. And that's 2-2.
Similar spot, but Wynn went that time. He was never going to get it.
This one's reached for and tapped into center field. Badawi puts it away. So 2 runners in scoring position are stranded. No runs on 1 hit, 2 stolen bases. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with no score between the Pirates and the Goldpanners from Fairbanks, Alaska on our barnstorming tour. on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel.
Number 9, designated hitter Brandon Wyland.
5 runners left on by the Pirates so far today. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. In the bottom of the order, Brandon Wyland, Matt Chavez, and Jacob Badawi. And has the rain started again?
Yes, it has.
Yeah, sure. Boy, it has really started.
Out of nowhere.
Hell, even the Seagulls caught them off guard. Swing and a miss on a nice breaking ball by Jacob Russell. Now, Brandon Wyland was the pitcher against Mason Miles in Game 2 of this series. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. Boy, it's coming down good. And then he even scurries the Fairbanks people.
Yeah. These guys are tough, though.
But you had an opportunity, Alex, to interview the 2 buddies that are on play on Cypress JC and pitched against each other, Mason Miles and Brandon Wyland.
Yeah, I talked to them before the game. Both obviously great friends, fun guys to be around. We'll see what happened there.
That was inside. And Wyland did not go around, so it's ball 3. Madrid Murray checking down at first base. Ruben Cabral said no swing.
Yeah, Wyland just kind of moved the bat awkwardly. Could have been a bad swing, but held up. And you can check out that interview on V County Pirates on Instagram.
Oh, we should post it on the YouTube channel, too.
But even
maybe between games.
But even from far away in California, Michaela Paragas, our social intern, handled that for us.
3-2, and that ball goes out of play. So here will be the 8th pitch. And I don't know if you can see the rain coming down on the YouTube channel. But it is coming down. Strike 3 called. And down goes Wyland. Yeah, he's a nice young man.
And put together a great at-bat against a great pitcher, but Jacob Russell got the better of him. He's really had it down today here in Fairbanks.
I'm just looking at the cloud formation going by. Well, the Seagulls aren't going too far. So
Rain's
maybe they
already
know
died
something.
down a little bit.
Yeah, there's that big dark cloud that was just dumping on us is moving off towards right field. And the first pitch to Matt Chavez is a ball, 1-0. Matt was the first strikeout victim of Jacob Russell. 3 strikeouts for Jacob. This one's fouled down the right field line, and that's going to go out of play beyond the Pirates bullpen. So now it's 1-1. So Russell doing a better than average job on the mound today for the Pirates. But this is his 3rd inning, and he's thrown 19 pitches coming in.
Getting some good length out of Russell would be huge.
This is a 9-inning game, the first game. And this one's fouled back, and it remains, now it's 1-2. Then the second game of the doubleheader, the nightcap, will be a 7-inning game, a half an hour after this 9-inning game. Fastball outside, 2-2 to Chavez.
pitching management is always going to be a little tough with the pair of double headers here in Fairbanks, and getting more than 3 innings out of Jacob Russell would be a real load off the shoulders of the pitching staff for the Pirates and for the coaching staff as well.
Infield back, outfield straight away for Matt Chavez. Fastball swung on and missed, and down goes Chavez. 2 strikeouts to 2 batters this inning, and that's the 4th strikeout of the game for Jacob Russell. That'll bring up Jacob Badawi, who's 0 for 1, bounced out to shortstop back in the first inning, and another fan favorite.
Now we've seen Russell against a guy he's seen before.
This one's hit the other way. Nice backhanded play by Mariano, and does it himself. 3 unassisted on the play, and got that nice hop off the turf into his glove backhand style, did a pirouette, and danced over to first. No runs. 1, 2, 3 actually go the Goldpanners as they get washed down the drain just like the raindrops. And we'll go to the top of the 4th inning, and Alex Ramol, here in Fairbanks, Alaska. No score going into the top of the 4th on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel.
Welcome back to Groudon Memorial Field here in beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska. Alex Ramol joined by Lou Stowers for what is so far a scoreless game between your VC Pirates and the Alaska Goldpanners. Robbie Trado leading it off in the 4th, gets first pitch from Sha Lee and pops it high and foul. That thing is bound for the stands, but it's not. Excuse me. Caught over there by Garcia.
Wow.
Towards the wall. I thought that thing was destined for the seats, but it's actually the first out on the first swing from Robbie Trado.
Well, that's an unfortunate circumstance. But again, that spin of the ball spun it back into, or possibly the wind helping it too, back into the field of play.
I think the wind definitely did. It was going toward the right now, heading past center field, but Ryder Gordon up takes ball 1. Gordon last time in the 2nd hit a double, and he was stranded in the 2nd. Now takes 1-0 for a strike. But yeah, this is wind unlike I'm sure a lot of these guys have ever seen for the Pirates, as Lee deals one outside and low.
I know I haven't seen it. I've seen a lot of wind.
Most of this team from California, then some from Arizona and Hawaii. Gordon hits that one over to short. Munoz has it. A throw to first is offline. The tag could not be applied by Leiterman. He was thrown off the bag towards home plate, and Gordon sneaks in.
So that'll be an error on the shortstop, Isaiah Munoz. So first error of the ball game.
Yeah, it looked pretty routine, but Munoz just didn't have it. Maybe the balls are a bit wet here. I'm not sure. The turf is probably a bit damp. But either way, Ethan Gonzalez is up and waves at the first pitch he sees.
Now these new turf fields have a built-in drainage system that's very good, but again, it was just a brief shower of about 5 minutes, just enough to get this turf slippery.
That's hit up the middle and through the gap. Gordon goes to second, and Gonzalez on board with a single.
Now at catcher, Grant Madrid Murray.
So Ethan just going with the pitch, sending it right up the middle. And again, this turf, you get some very, very forgiving bounces, and it just went right up the middle or right into center field. And we were told by one of the volunteers here, Kari, that this is a brand new field. This is the first season that this turf field has been used.
Madrid Murray lays down a bunt going foul towards his dad, the third base coach, right now.
He better know how to bunt, right?
Yeah. Last time, Grant struck out swinging to end the second inning for the Pirates. Now has a chance to do something here with one out. Lays down bunt again. And they'll give that one as strike two.
Yeah, there's a photo on the broadcaster of the Goldpanners X site of the old carpet. And it was certainly threadbare and faded and yucky, I guess would be the scientific term.
Yes, yucky would be the scientific term. And now a yucky situation for Madrid Murray. 1-2 pitch is hit over to short. Munoz has it. Flips to second and misses again. Now Gordon going for home. A throw there is not in time. So Munoz gives the Pirates their first run of the game. It's 1-0 here with one out in the top of the fourth.
So that was another error on Munoz, but this time to second base, as he almost threw that into right field. It's a good thing that Chavez got a glove on it, or it would have been into right field. And Leiterman had to field it and threw too late to Tyson Reese, and sliding in on his belly with the first run of the game is Ryder Gordon.
Great awareness by Gordon to get VC on the board. Now it's back up to Ethan Kearney, who gets ball one.
So the play is E4 at second base, and that allows Ryder Gordon to score, and Grant Madrid Murray on first base on a fielder's choice.
1-0 pitch, driven up the middle, off the mound and through. Here comes another run, and it crosses. 2-0 Pirates with one out.
And again, the Pirates are just going up the middle, just seeing the pitch and going with it. And that is a run-scoring single.
Gonzalez was just off to the races to double VC's advantage, and there's going to be, at minimum, a check on the mound for the Goldpanners.
So that's the second unearned run of the game as Brett Latchman comes out, the field manager for the Goldpanners, just trying to calm Sean Lee down with his new catcher, Tyson Reese.
Lee this inning hasn't done much wrong at all. It's mostly been on the shortstop, Munoz.
So again, those 2 runs are unearned.
Yeah, and it's definitely a lot on the fielding.
The Pirates will take it.
The Pirates will take it because the Pirates have given up stuff like that this season and are perfectly fine to be the beneficiaries of some poor fielding. Mound visit is complete. 2-0 Pirates with one down, 2 on in the top of the fourth inning. And DJ Akiyama at the plate. Lee goes back to Madrid Murray at second. Doesn't throw the ball, but I guess just stares at him menacingly. Here's the pitch. Low, but stopped by Reese. You can reiterate how important it is to stop those pitches that go low because there's a mile behind home plate. As the 1-0 pitch is driven into right field. It's caught on the fly by Espinoza. Nobody advances. 2 outs in the top of the 4th.
And that was right at Espinoza. He didn't have to move. And coming down from second base was Madrid Murray, a bit too far, so he couldn't get back in time to tag up.
So now it's Gabe Juarez up with 2 out and 2 on. Still up against Alaska starter Shaw Lee. Lee looks behind him and deals. That one is hit deep into center field, going back at the wall. It's caught by Badawi. Looked like trouble off the bat, but Alaska's center fielder saves a couple runs, but the Pirates still lead 2-0 over the Goldpanners after the top of the 4th inning. You're watching the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel with Ventura County Pirates Baseball live from Fairbanks. We'll be back in a bit with the Goldpanners back on offense. We're back here at Groudon Memorial Field in Fairbanks, Alaska. Your Pirates lead the Goldpanners 2-0. And it's the battle of the 17s. Jacob Russell pitching to Tyson Reese. It's my birthday, the 17th, February. Don't forget to get me a gift, Lou.
You know my memory is infallible. I won't.
Of course. First pitch strike from Russell to Reese. He deals again. It's hit into the left center field, looking for the gap, going back far, and it's at the wall. Extra bases for Reese. He settles with a double, and the Goldpanners are in business early, avenging the 2-run inning from the Pirates.
And there you see why they got this kid up here in a hurry.
Already 2 for 2 with a single in the first inning. He's been really giving Jacob Russell fits. Last time it was on the first pitch, this time on the second, making quick work of the Pirates starter. Matt Leiterman up with Reese on second. Last time Leiterman flew out to end the first inning. Hit that ball to Robbie Trado in right. Was a hard hit ball. So Russell has to be careful here.
Daniel Narea warming up in the Pirates bullpen.
Checked in with Daniel before the game. Wished him good luck. He's been sporting his New York Yankees sweatshirt over here in Alaska.
Unfortunate.
Not for me.
That's unfortunate, too.
We talked about the Yankees' triumph yesterday and wished for a Pirates one today. As Russell deals 0-1, it's hit sharply foul the other way.
The ball, sponsored by Fairbanks here in New Balance.
So now Leiterman in a hole. Russell decides on his pitch quickly. Looks behind 2 times and fires just outside.
So if the book continues to read the way Scott Murray writes it, Russell's on a pitch count and probably trying to go to complete this inning here.
Another foul ball to prolong the inning from Leiterman.
And Jacob, coming into this inning, had 47 pitches. Now at 53.
Not a crazy number. It'd be really key if Russell could get out of the 4th. But of course, already has some stuff to manage with Reese standing behind him. Another 1-2 from Russell. And it's in there for strike 3. The backwards K is the first out of the bottom of the 4th.
That's the 5th strikeout for Jacob Russell, as it appears that Daniel Naria is just about ready in the bullpen. And Scott Murray is at the top step of the dugout, watching very intently his left-handed starter.
And it seems that the batting order was messed up. Isaiah Munoz went before Bubba Rocha.
Oops, that would have been an out. But there's been a lot of activity on the roster for the Goldpanners, a lot of moving around. Boy, you have a pitcher designated hitting today.
Yeah.
So that tells you that this is a thin lineup for Brett Latchman and the Goldpanners.
So the batter is in his rightful spot. And the first pitch to him is left outside by Russell. Last time Rocha singled, then advanced a couple times, but never got past third base. 102 Rocha, stung foul.
The ball, sponsored by Advanced Family Dentistry.
And Russell hasn't thrown at Reese yet at second, but is keeping an eye on him steadily. Throws a pitch right down Broadway. And that's the key for pitchers really at any level, but especially in summer ball. He's not fazed by runners behind him. He's doing his job as 1-2 comes in for strike 3. Outside corner gets Bubba Rocha for the second out.
As Scott Murray talking to his pitching coach, Nick Cardinal, right now, trying to let him finish out this inning.
It's clear that Russell had a short leash after extra bases from Tyson Reese, but now 2 strikeouts in a row, and it's Isaiah Munoz at the plate. First one to Munoz, barely misses low. Goldpanners faithful weren't happy about the strike call on Rocha and liked that one on the first pitch to Munoz. So here comes Russell again with 2 outs. That one clearly low.
Noria just playing catch out there now with his bullpen catcher. He's ready to go. But hopefully not until the bottom of the 5th.
Russell with a chance to empty the tank here against Alaska. Here goes 2-0. It's hit over to right field and drops. Trado in front of it. Reese rolling home for the first run on the Goldpanners day. 2-1 the score. VC over Alaska with 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th inning.
And that'll do it.
Bit of a wrench in the Pirates' plans. Really, Reese was the toughest opponent for Jacob Russell. And during what is pretty certainly a pitching change, I'll remind you that you can become a Pirates or Bucks host family. Pirates, I believe, looking to add a couple extra arms that need a place to stay somewhere in Southern California. You can call GM George Renault at 805-501-0470. And Russell keeps the ball. VC coaching staff with some big trust in the lefty.
Coming to the plate, right fielder, Jesse Espinoza.
And Jesse Espinoza up for the Alaska Goldpanners. There goes Russell. Just misses outside. Espinoza last time grounded into a double play. That one was right to Russell. Throw over to first, and we've got a pickle. Throw to second is easily there. Jacob Russell gets tricky. Doesn't have to throw a pitch to get the 3rd out of the 4th inning, but the advantage for the Pirates has been cut in half. VC leads Alaska 2-1 here in Fairbanks. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. Be back in just a minute for the 5th inning here at Groudon Memorial Field. We're back with Ventura County Pirates baseball at Groudon Memorial Field. VC leads Alaska 2-1 in the 5th as Jose Mariano fouls that one past third base. And we just started with a number-on-number matchup. Here's another, number 24 versus 24. Shaw Lee still out there. Half swing means Mariano's in an 0-2 hole. Lee deals. That one is hit weakly on the fly into right and caught for a quick first out.
Now batting, Brandon Wynn.
Lee in his 5th inning of work up against Brandon Wynn for the 3rd time. He struck out in the 1st and flew out to center in the 3rd. And fouls a pitch in reverse. Lee getting some jeers from the crowd, now gets 0-1 and spits on it. Another from Lee, that time further outside. There's no action in the bullpen for Alaska as 2-1 comes in, hit the other way past Scott Murray at the third base coach spot. There's Lee again. That's hit over towards second. And the throw to first is off to the side, and there's a collision. But Wynn is out.
Ooh, boy.
The collision was really the fault of Chavez. The throw brought Leiterman way off the bag. But Leiterman holds on for the out. I believe it would have been an out either way. Unfortunate, both guys look okay. Leiterman a little shaken up.
Well, it's cold out here. Knee to knee, probably. Legs tangling up there down the first base line.
Kind of a hospital pass from Chavez to Leiterman. But the desired outcome still there for Alaska, which means Robbie Trado's up with nobody in front of him and 2 gone. Alaska's coaching staff checking in on some things. Scott Murray going over to first. He's talking to Ruben Cabral, umping on first. So Trado gets a few more practice hacks while waiting on this conversation.
So Scott probably trying to get an explanation as to. Yep, the runner is
wow.
on. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I'm stumbling here. Brandon Wynn trying
Looks
to see
like
if
he
he's
might
going to
get
be
first.
safe at first. But he and Leiterman saying, "You okay, man?" "Yeah, I'm okay, man."
Yeah, hugged it out. Good sportsmanship. We love to see it.
Well, Brandon's a good kid.
Yeah.
Matt from Woodland Hills, good kid. Now the umpires are conferring, and Brandon is waiting with pitching coach Nick Cardinal coaching at first base now.
Wynn is
see
selling
what's
it, I
going
guess,
on.
sticking near the bag.
Oh yeah, you don't want to give it up. But Jacob Russell, let's go over his day. 4 2/3 innings pitched. Gave up a run on 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 wild pitch in 61 pitches. Just that blemish. Tyson Reese. Now they call him out.
So the original decision stands.
They called him Brandon Wynn out, so he goes dejectedly back to the dugout.
So again, now Trado versus Lee. Lee goes. That one is driven into left center field and finds green grass. A single for Robbie Trado after the lull.
And that might go into the firewood pile, might go into the bonfire pile.
If they lit a bonfire in right field, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It already smells like smoke pretty much all over Fairbanks.
Well, that's the barbecue going to our right. Also, the grill's down below us doing the dogs and the burgers.
And there were some forest fire concerns, but luckily this rainy week has a bit of a benefit that the fire concerns have been a bit quelled. So Ryder Gordon takes ball 1 from Lee. Scored in the 4th inning, reaching on an error from Munoz at short. 1-0 pitch is barely outside.
Well, also all the moisture in the air, Alex, has been putting the brakes on the ball. I mean, we're spoiled up here by watching balls fly, but they're not so today.
Lee barely missed on that one inside. Good take by Gordon. Off to a huge lead against Alaska's starting pitcher. Lee goes 3-0 and misses again. So Ryder Gordon's offensive hot streak continues with a 4-pitch walk.
And that's the third walk of the game for Shaw Lee.
So now after 2 quick outs, Ethan Gonzalez is up with 2 on.
And not being held on, Ryder Gordon jumping out to a big lead.
Lee starts out with the ball, and now it looks like head coach Brett Latchman is going to go check on his starter.
Mason Robertson from O'Reilly, Canada, gets up in the bullpen for the Goldpanners, a left-hander.
There's only 2 left-handed pitchers on the staff for the Goldpanners. The other one is Lucas Zach from Cal Baptist, who we've not seen yet this week. And now, like Jacob Russell before him, Shaw Lee keeps the ball with 2 out.
Well, his pitch count is over 70. Came into the inning with 69.
And just like the Goldpanners kind of got the Pirates off schedule pitching-wise, as Lee checks behind him, it seems that the Pirates have forced an early bullpen warm-up for Robertson.
Well, he's at 7. This will be his 80th pitch.
And it's inside. It's now 6 balls in a row from Shaw Lee. Nevada native deals, and it's hit backwards by Gonzalez. Pirates have already left 7 runners stranded on base. Could be 2 more unless Gonzalez has something to say about that. That pitch to him is low and dropped, but corralled by Reese.
And that wind is really sharp, not only up here, about 5 stories up, but also down below as well.
Here goes Lee again. That's hit up the middle. Lee has it. Easy flip to first, and the Pirates strand 2 more. But after the top of the 5th, VC still leads Alaska 2-1. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel when we return for more Alaska offense in just a bit. We're back in action here in Fairbanks with Pirates baseball. Your team leads 2-1 over the home team, Alaska Goldpanners. A new pitcher on the mound, Daniel Naria, in after 4 clean innings from Jacob Russell, just the 1 run allowed. Up against Jesse Espinoza, whose last plate appearance was interrupted by the pickoff play that ended the 4th inning. Naria gets set for his first offering. And there it is, outside.
Daniel Naria, 6'1", 200-pounder, finished up his 2 years of eligibility at Glendale Community College, looking for a new home, but does call home Burbank, so right around the corner from LA Valley College. In his first year with the Pirates,
starts off with 2 pitches considerably outside.
has a sinker, a cutter, a slurve, and a changeup.
And here's Naria's 2-0. That one just barely outside, but counts for a ball all the same. And
So I'll
Naria,
have to, oops, sorry, go ahead.
he moves a lot slower than Jacob Russell on the mound, at least early on here. So a change of pace for the Goldpanners. So 4 straight pitches left outside, and Espinoza gets on quickly for free.
So the line on Jacob Russell, 4 innings pitched, 1 run on 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, a walk, a wild pitch, and a pickoff, and 63 pitches.
So now the Alaskan Alex Garcia. He struck out looking in his only appearance so far. Naria gets strike 1 in the face of opposing jeers for ball 5.
The Bronx cheer up here in Fairbanks.
But Naria is a Yankee fan. He knows all about obnoxious fans, coming from one myself, as 0-1 is outside.
Well, the sun makes an appearance, a nice appearance.
Yeah.
The wind dies down as well. Here in the middle of summer, where the sun never really goes away.
1-1 is hit over to Ryder Gordon at third, goes to second for an out, and first is way off. The throw's over Mariano's head, but Garcia doesn't advance.
So 5-4 on the putout on Jesse Espinoza, and Alex Garcia is on the throwing error by Ethan Gonzalez.
So Garcia replaces Espinoza on first base, 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still a 2-1 lead for the Pirates.
That would have been a tough play anyway for Gonzalez to throw out the runner Garcia. 0-1 to Weiland. But over at third base, Ryder Gordon double pumped the throw to second, so that made Gonzalez hurry that throw to first base and overthrew Mariano.
So now 0-1 coming from Naria. He lets it go as the runner goes. Madrid Murray to second. It's not in time. A stolen base for Alex Garcia.
And the pitch was a ball.
And that one was really close. Good throw from Grant Madrid Murray, but a big jump from the Alaskan to second base. So again, Brandon Weiland up. The OC native struck out looking in the third inning. He's at the bottom of the lineup. Noria looks behind him twice, deals 1-1. It's hit up into right center, blooping in. Garcia rushing home from third. He is there. Throw to second, and he's out. So Weiland tries to stretch a single into a double, or into a second base, but still gets that second run. 2-2. Here the score in the bottom of the fifth inning.
So the score on that one is a run scored, an RBI single for Brandon Weiland, but he is out at second, 8-1-6. And we're going to give Alex Garcia a fielder's choice instead of an error, because there isn't an error on the board for the Pirates. So we're going to say Garcia was on base on the fielder's choice on the overthrow.
Here's the leadoff man, Matt Chavez. Gets ball one from Noria.
So a wild inning, the first three batters.
Score is even for the first time since the bottom of the third, or early in the top fourth, rather. Noria deals 1-0. That is laced into left, falling in for a single. 2 straight singles for the Goldpanners.
And that one was ripped into left field. After 2 strikeouts, Chavez rips that one in the hole between third and short.
So Jacob Badawi comes up with some action on the base paths. 2 down here in the bottom of the fifth. Noria to Badawi. That's hit over to short. Akiyama throws to first. And it's in there for the third out. But the Goldpanners even the score. Home team makes it 2-2 after 5. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to Groudon Memorial Field in Fairbanks, Alaska for this 2-2 game between your Pirates and the Goldpanners. Top of the sixth, coming right up with a pitching change from Alaska. Mason Robertson relieves Shaw Lee after 5 innings. But before we get to baseball, remember you can support the Ventura County Pirates and look good doing it. Buy some gear. You can purchase the red or black fitted hats just like the players and coaches wear. Also in our American flag variety, those are available for $35 at home games at LA Valley College. Plus, the new Ventura County Pirates t-shirts are available with our new logo on the back. got a men's crew cut style, a women's V-neck style, available for $25 each, and a kids version for just $20. Remember, get those at the press box at the next VC Pirates home game. So Robertson starting off against Grant Madrid Murray. Last time Madrid Murray reached on an error by Isaiah Munoz at shortstop. There goes Robertson. That's hit to Munoz. See how he fields it this time. It's in there. Improvement from Isaiah Munoz means a quick first out for the Goldpanners.
Sean Lee goes 5 innings, gives up 200 runs on six hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and a wild pitch in 76 pitches.
Strike one delivered to Ethan Kearney. And you can excuse me, it seems that Alex Garcia has moved to short and Munoz over to third. So not really an improvement from Isaiah Munoz, but improvement for the Goldpanners on that first out. Now 1-1 to Ethan Kearney. There goes Robertson. That's driven into right center. It falls. A single for the Pirates' leadoff man. His 3rd hit of the day.
Actually, that's Griffin Harrison out at shortstop.
Is that my 11 versus 12? Yes, it is. We're far away up here in the press box at Groudon. Griffin Harrison credited with that first out. Now DJ Akiyama up. Hitting as a righty for the first time here in Alaska. Gets ball 1. DJ is a switch hitter, of course. Hit well from the right side against North County United. That was the first time we saw him hit from that side. Throw over to first base, and Kearney is safe. Again, Robertson, one of only 2 lefties employed by Alaska, matching the total for Ventura County. Finally goes 1-0. And it's driven the other way, deep into right field, going back in the dirt. It's back at the wall. Kearney running to third. DJ has a double. Kearney holds up at third base. Extra base hit for DJ Akiyama. Doing well from both sides of the plate here in Alaska.
And he loves right field, whether he pulls it or takes it the other way. One hops the wall just about, I would say 6-7 feet short of another home run to pretty much the same spot. So Gabe Juarez steps in with a chance to really do some damage for the Pirates.
Go-ahead run just 90 feet away on third as Robertson goes to Juarez. It's barely tapped foul. Juarez so far has a walk, a single, and a flyout. The flyout was his last chance in the 4th. Here's Robertson's 0-1 outside. Pirates have not been good with runners in scoring position today. Juarez has a chance to turn the tide. That one far inside.
Yeah, 9 Pirates have been stranded.
Shipwrecked, rather.
There you go. Marooned.
That's better. 2-1 coming outside. And now,
well, Gabe and cleanup hitter Jose Mariano should be licking their chops right now.
3-1 pitch outside. So the bases are juiced for Mariano coming up.
Coming to the plate, Jose Mariano.
Pirates so far loving what they're seeing from Alaska's lefties. How few of them there are. Robertson to Mariano inside for ball one. Last time up for Mariano, flew out to right field with 2 strikes. 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed.
Well, this is exactly what the Pirates need, this situation. Trying to get Mason Robertson to walk the plank.
There's another from Robertson. That one decently outside. Got Reese to stand up. Again, Kearney is on third, so pitch that gets past Reese would certainly score him. That one doesn't get past Reese, but it's far outside. So 3-1 the count yet again for Robertson. He walked Juarez in this situation. See what he does here. And history repeats itself. The Pirates take a 3-2 lead on the walk by Jose Mariano. Ethan Kearney strolls in to give the Pirates an advantage.
And that's the easiest RBI that Jose Mariano will get as Brett Latchman comes out to have a talk with his lefty. And there is nobody warming up in the bullpen.
So a real tough spot for Alaska, which of course means Ventura County has a big chance to regain a substantial lead.
Well, that's what the Pirates need. They need a big inning. They need a big win.
That's for sure.
And especially in this 9-inning game, they really, really do need to make some hay here or do some plundering here in Fairbanks.
We're just going on and on with the Pirates metaphors.
Well, why not?
On this, could you say a voyage to Alaska, or is that too peaceful sounding?
No, it's a voyage. We're barnstorming.
Brandon Wynn up, lefty on lefty. Pitch far inside.
It's been a while since we've been able to have fun to do it.
It's true. One nothing pitch to Win is hit over to second slowly. Throw to the second base is good, and run storms in to make it 4-2 with Win safe at first.
So Juarez down at third. 4-6 on the putout, and on the fielder's choice is Brandon Wynn.
RBI fielder's choice for the Pirates left fielder. Robbie Trado now at the plate with runners on the corners. And the 2-run lead restored for VC. Robertson to Trado. Another one opposite field. That one blooping into right, but caught. So 2 runs is all it'll be for the Pirates, but that means VC leads by 2 over Alaska after the top of the 6th inning. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back in a sec with Alaska offense. Back here at Groud Memorial Field, Pirates lead the Goldpanners 4-2 with Tyson Reese up against Daniel Naria. Tyson Reese caused issues for Jacob Russell, but this is his first time up against the reliever Naria. First pitch of the half inning is outside. And that was an issue for Daniel Naria. Went outside of these lefty guys.
Well, the way that I've seen Tyson Reese in just a few hours, it looks like he just gets out of bed hitting.
Seems like it is 1-0. Outside yet again.
So Naria went in his first inning through 13 pitches. Seemed like a lot more.
Again, moves kind of slow in contrast to Russell. There he goes again. That went down the middle but low. Naria in danger of starting back-to-back innings with 4-pitch walks. Here's one to Reese. And look at that. Another 4-pitch walk for Daniel Naria, this time to start the bottom of the 6th.
Matt Leiterman.
So now it's Matt Leiterman's first try against Daniel Naria. Naria's pitch is hit over to third and through the gap past Gordon and Akiyama for a single.
And that was ripped into left field for the first base hit of the day for Matt Leiterman. And that puts Tyson Reese in scoring position.
Now Bubba Rocha up, who struck out looking last time. That was in the 4th against Jacob Russell. Panners already effective here in the 6th, down 2. Naria looks behind him. There's the pitch. Barely outside, a throw to first by Madrid Murray. He doesn't get anybody. So 4 balls, a single, then another ball so far for Naria. He already conceded the lead to the Pirates, the lead to the Goldpanners last inning. Doesn't want to do it again. Time is called. Goldpanner faithful cheering for Rocha. Throw backwards. No challenge there.
Just trying to keep him close. Naria just tossing it to Ethan Gonzalez.
Of course, the Pirates have already seen some success from a pickoff. Jacob Russell got out of the 4th inning that way. Naria's 1-0 is low. So Naria still yet to throw a strike.
Tyler Soleo throwing in the bullpen for the Pirates.
Here's his 8th pitch of the inning. That time a strike swinging from Rocha. So Naria's taken the lid off. See if he can continue to pound the zone. Checks back at second. Here's 2-1. And another strike. So Naria improving a little bit here.
It's a nice comeback by Daniel.
Still a lot of work to do. None out and 2 on in the bottom of the 6th. Pirates lead 4-2. Naria lets it go. It's hit foul the other way. Trado may have a chance and doesn't get to it.
So that one went into the bullpen.
Which, for all the amenities here at Ground Memorial Field, no enclosed rolled bullpen. So Soleo working near where that ball landed. Another 2-2 pitch, another foul ball. So Naria takes a little half walk around the mound. There's the pitch. Hit the other way this time fair. Trado parked under it. Makes the catch. Nobody moves. There's the first out of the 6th inning. That's huge for the Pirates. Not only to get that first out, but Trado in control of it enough to deter Reese from running.
Number 12, Griffin Harrison.
And here's Griffin Harrison, who replaced Isaiah Munoz. So it's his first at bat of the day. He appeared on Friday, though. Naria to Harrison, up high. Two on for the new Goldpanners shortstop. Wind blowing it. Naria's back. There's the pitch. Low gets away from Madrid Murray. Both runners move safely into second and third. Didn't get too far from Grant Madrid Murray, but far enough.
Gonna call that a pass ball.
I would say, yeah, a pass ball over a wild pitch. Looked manageable enough. So now 2-0 with 2 in scoring position for Naria against Harrison. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. So Munoz not bad at all on offense. He was 1 for 1 with a single and a walk, but the defense has really hurt the Panners so far.
Yeah, those 200 runs are the difference in the ball game right now.
Two 1 from Noria, foul ball. 2-2 pitch is hit high into right center field. Trado is after it. Makes the catch for the second out. Reese runs to home easy to make it 4-3 Pirates over Panners. Other run stays on second base.
So Harrison comes in and gets the RBI with a sacrifice fly, and it's now 4-3 in favor of the Pirates.
Number 15, Mikey Bell.
So Mikey Bell comes up to the plate. He's also new to this game. Also played on Friday.
He played both games. Now Scott Murray, the manager, shifts his outfield towards left to accommodate Mikey Bell.
Giant hole in right center for Bell. Noria looks behind him and deals just a bit high. So Matt Leiterman on second base. Trado through to third because Reese was always going to score on the sac fly. Throw behind to Leiterman. He's safe. Gonzalez covered it well, but Leiterman knew what was up. More looking at Leiterman. Here's 1-0 to Bell. Strike one swinging.
Nice fastball. Looked like it was tailing outside, but Bell thought that was too juicy to stay away from and was definitely trying to pull it.
This may be it for Noria. He could give it his all here to Bell and still have the lead for the Pirates, but a single likely to score Leiterman. Another throw back to second base, and Leiterman still safe.
Well, the one before that was definitely a pickoff play, but this one, again, just trying to keep Leiterman close. It's like, yeah, we know you're there. Now the wind changes directions. It's blowing out just a touch towards left field.
There's 1-1. In for a strike. Big result for Noria. Bell thought about it, didn't swing, and it seems he should have.
Actually, the wind is blowing the flags up. That's how strange the wind is here.
I can hardly keep track.
It's blowing straight from the home plate out to center field, and the flags are pointed up.
The American and Alaskan flag over the batter's eye. Noria goes 1-2, foul ball. Espinoza was 0 for 1 with a walk before Bell came in. Also grounded into a double play that ended the second inning for the Panners. A second 1-2 pitch is hit over to Akiyama at shortstop. DJ's throw to Mariano makes it in time.
Makes it interesting, too.
A close one, but good enough to preserve a 4-3 lead for the Pirates. After the bottom of the 6th inning, we'll be right back for the 7th here at Groudon Memorial Field in beautiful Fairbanks, Alaska. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. Back here with 7th inning action between the Pirates and the Goldpanners. VC leads Alaska 4-3, and Ryder Gordon leading it off for the road team. Takes ball 1. Mason Robertson still out there. Didn't have a great time in the 6th, gave up 2 runs. As 1-0 is whiffed at.
And it looks like it might start to rain again. Shocker of shocks.
Yeah, there was a light drizzle here a second ago as 1-1 is tapped foul. And I'll give another reminder that this game will be 9 innings, so long as extras aren't needed. So we're not done quite yet. Though the next game after this, 30 minutes after the conclusion, will be 7 innings long. 1-2 from Robertson is hit over to short, and it's bobbled. Griffin Harrison can't get a hold of it, and even though Munoz is not there anymore, still some issues at short for Alaska.
I think Harrison took his eye off the ball because it was such a nice, easy 2-hopper, and forgot to pick it up.
Can't treat it like it's easy.
So 3rd error of the game for the Goldpanners. And boy, do the Pirates really need to take advantage of the mistakes.
First pitch to Ethan Gonzalez is barely outside. Gordon has now reached base every time he's been up, but 2 of those times were from errors from a shortstop. Throw over to first, and Gordon steps back on the bag. Gonzalez last time up in the 5th, grounded out to the pitcher. One-oh pitch, far inside, blocked well by Reese.
So we have some generational heckling downstairs. Sounds like a father and a son
And neither
cackling
of them,
Ethan.
yeah, neither of them very creative, just saying the players' first names. So I guess it's better than expletives. It's 2-0 as a bunt attempt pulled away.
And the pitch was a ball, so good pullback by Gonzalez. Well, we do have a Goldpanner out in the bullpen warming up, but as the pitch is ball 4.
He may be needed.
Yeah, but he's got his sweats on over his uniform top, so we don't know who it is. But he is a big right-hander.
I see Raymond Padilla out there, but he's not throwing. Not catching either. He's just out there. So now a talk between father and son over near third base. Grant Madrid Murray talks to Scott Murray before a big at bat. 2 out, or 2 on, none out. Madrid Murray reached on one of those other shortstop errors in the 4th, but other than that has not got on base. So yeah, the pep talk from Dad goes as bunt is shown. Pitch was way outside.
And that was a pitch out, just to see what was going on in the Pirates' minds.
Which makes sense because obviously some strategy talk between the coach and the catcher for VC. 1-0, another bunt. That one laid down. Robertson throws to first and misses by a mile. Gordon coming home. That thing's in the bullpen. Now another run coming in. Madrid Murray gets to third on what should have been a sacrifice bunt. The Pirates lead 6-3 with none out here in the top of the 7th inning.
So error on the pitcher all the way, a 3-base error, and 2 more unearned runs.
Robertson has not been great pitching, but that was just horrendous. Threw that one, again, all the way to the Pirates' bullpen. Luckily, nobody is there right now, so the play was not impeded.
And it's in play. The bullpen for the Pirates is in play.
Very much so.
And it did not hit the fence, or even if it did hit the fence, it would still be in play.
So now Ethan Kearney up with a newfound cushion.
So now they have to find a towel to keep the balls dry because it's starting to rain again.
Rain and wind in and out here at Crowden Memorial Field. Really all over the place as 1-0 is hit up the middle and falls. Madrid Murray coming home easily. An RBI single for Ethan Kearney to make it 7-3. Pirates over Goldpanners here in the top 7th. Still nobody gone.
So that error, very costly. 3 runs in. And finally, not quite a laugher, but a chuckler for the Pirates.
So far, hopefully stays that way. Pirates have conceded 4-run leads this season.
Andrew Trotman is the big right-hander throwing in the bullpen, and here come the Pirates with the hook. And in comes Trotman.
Yep, Mason Robertson is done for. I'll remind you during this pitching change that the Ventura County Pirates are brought to you by The Answer is Yes. The MasterCard and Visa lawsuit is the largest class action suit in U.S. history. If your company took Visa or MasterCard payments between 2004 and 2019, you're entitled to file a claim for a refund for being overcharged for these transaction fees. Call Kevin Sumston at 760-685-5813 or Jeffrey Beaumont at 714-350-8378 to find out all about that. The answer is yes. Andrew Troutman from UT Permian Basin, originally from Fairbanks, Alaska, so one of the few Alaskans on the Goldpanners roster. He throws kind of submarine style, not too dissimilar from the Pirates' Braden Lowe, who's not here with the squad in Alaska. Throwing it from a low slot. Remember, Kearney on first, nobody out just yet.
So this is exactly what the Pirates wanted, but for the Goldpanners, who seem to be short-handed, did not need this.
Absolutely not. But it's what's happened. Akiyama shows bunt. A throw not made as Kearney stole second. Might have slipped out of Reese's hand. Of course,
Oh, I'm
still
sure.
a bit wet here. Hard enough to make that transfer when the ball's dry. Akiyama shows bunt again. Think got a piece of that, maybe not though.
It was
Count-
called a strike because DJ did not pull the bat back.
Yep, he followed all the way through. Oh-2 from Trotman. Just outside. Akiyama stays alive.
Yeah, I'm sure Dan Angelo's not going to give Trotman anything. Just coming in.
1-2 pitch way outside. So the Goldpanners really haven't found themselves in a situation like this as 2-2 hardly misses. A couple of great takes this at bat by Akiyama. Payoff pitch, strike three swinging. And the Panners fans loving their first out of the top of the seventh.
Coming to play, Game Juarez.
The Alaska fans, I guess, feel a sense of duty to keep their team in this with their heckling. Even down 4 runs, the hate is strong. Gabe Juarez hits that one foul above that patio above the Pirates dugout.
1555,
Juarez last time walked, he was stranded on third in the 6th. Gets 0-1, it's barely tapped, goes foul.
So the line on Mason Robertson, 1 inning plus 4 batters, gave up 5 runs on 3 hits, no strikeouts, 3 walks, and then there were 2 errors behind him. So a total of 4 errors on the Goldpanners today in Game 1.
And if Alaska loses, that's probably going to be why.
Well, each one of those errors has led to an unearned run.
And those came from 2 different shortstops and the reliever Robertson. Now Juarez even in this count after starting out 0-2. Trotman started 0-2 against both of these last hitters. 2-2 pitch way outside. But once again, Trotman in a full count, payoff again. This time a walk issued by the Goldpanner reliever. 4-4 walks 3-3.
That is the 7th walk given up by Goldpanner pitching today so far.
kind of how the Pirates have looked at their worst this season.
Oh.
Throw back to second, not made, but man, did Ethan Kearney almost end up in a blender there.
Yeah. Looked like a burnout there on that wet turf.
Trotman to Mariano, first pitch fouled.
And then it was kind of like guys on ice out there, slipping and sliding. Jesse Espinosa and Griffin Harrison couldn't cover the bag at second base because they were slipping and sliding too.
0-1 to Mariano. That one just barely tapped and going backwards. Mariano walked in the 6th. He's also previously reached on a fielder's choice. That was in the 1st inning. So on a great offensive day for the Pirates, Mariano hasn't been all there. Gets 0-2, and that one is barely tapped. Trotman covers it, but can't do anything.
Just covers it up, and that's going to be an infield hit. And
Maybe
loads the bases.
Maybe a bit of slipping and sliding over there. Could have been tough with wet turf.
Oh, absolutely. Goldpanners management might want to go back and see if they can get some sort of a drying agent
Yeah.
for this turf.
Could get ugly as Brandon Wynn comes up with loaded bases and gets strike one from Trotman. Trotman goes 0-1, really close inside to win. Four-run lead for the Pirates here in the top of the 7th with one gone. Another to win, hit deep into center, going back towards the track. It's caught. So now Kearney coming in for the score. 8-3 on the sac fly. Pirates lead the Goldpanners with 2 out in the 7th inning.
So Brandon hanging tough, his second RBI of the day. Still without a hit though, but he's still contributing. And the 9th batter to come to the plate.
Robbie Trado has strike one called on him. Oh, one pitch.
Ooh.
Just pulled into the strike zone by Reese. That one going outside, but a good frame by the Alaska catcher.
Dan Angelo giving the outside part of the plate to
That one hit the other way, and it falls just in right field in the corner. Juarez makes it in. Mariano hustling home. He's in there. That's 11-3. Excuse me, 10-3. Pirates over Panners with 2 out in the 7th inning.
well, all the way from first base, Jose Mariano scores. Gabe Juarez cruises in from second on the RBI double, 2-run double by Robbie Trado, who sent it down the other way, and he is so good about going the other way and hit it into that mud area.
That's the mud area where he has to do his fielding and makes it an issue for Espinosa and Ryder. Now 1-1 to Ryder Gordon.
In his second at bat of the inning.
In his first, he reached on an error from Griffin Harrison at short. Now falls behind 1-2 on the foul ball.
Yeah, boy, it just the hole was drilled into the pan for the Goldpanners after that. It was just that just opened up the doors for the Pirates, and it was a routine play, or what seemed to be a routine play.
Yeah, just I think Harrison tried to throw it before he fully grabbed onto the ball. Now 1-2 from Trotman. It goes far. Trado easily into third base.
And that's a wild pitch.
Definitely. Not the worst thing in the world for the Goldpanners because Trado could likely score on a single with 2 outs anyway. But now the job is...
Well, the way the Pirates are playing, have been playing until today, any advantage.
Of course. 2-2 from Trotman is hit over to second. The throw to first base is right there, but a huge inning for the Pirates makes it 10-3 Ventura County over Alaska. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back after the 7th inning stretch. After the Goldpanners Happy Boy mascot graced us with his presence during the 7th inning stretch, we're back with more baseball. BC leads Alaska 10-3 in the bottom of the 7th. Daniel Naria on the mound for the Pirates still against a pinch hitter, Holt Williams. Ball 1 start against Williams, which means hometown favorite Alex Garcia is done. 1-0 pitch. Gets in there. Huge cushion for Daniel Naria, which means, yeah.
6 runs. We were just talking about that off the air. I believe that's the largest offensive output by the Pirates in 1 inning this year.
It's certainly up there. Naria tying his shoe up behind the mound.
Six runs and only 3 hits in the top of the 7th for the Pirates.
That's what happens when your pitcher skies it over first base.
And your shortstop.
That too. 1-1 from Naria is tapped right in front of home, but wanders foul.
We were talking the other day about Holt Williams, and Holt Washington, so halfway between UCI and, well, not quite.
Yeah.
Wise anyway.
Yeah.
But been accepted back at UCI. He was undecided, was in the portal, and he's going back to UCI. So I'm real happy for him. We're all happy for him.
Yeah, sure.
Go say hi at an Anteaters game.
1-2 to the Anteater. Just gets a little piece of it to stay in it.
So for the Pirates, 6 runs on 3 hits. There were 2 errors in that inning. And also, and walks scored.
Pirates have more hits than runs, but it's for a good reason this time. Normally it's not. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 swinging. Naria gets the pinch hitter Williams for the first out of the bottom 7th.
Now batting, Brandon Wyland.
Now another guy who goes to school in Orange County, Brandon Wyland. He's 1 for 2. Singled last time up. Gets strike 1. Great pitch by Naria on the inside corner.
See that it's an equal opportunity heckling here at Grodin Memorial Field. Even Kari, the scoreboard operator, she's getting heckled. How dare they?
Nobody's safe. Big wave from Wyland.
Poor Kari.
So now a huge lead for Naria. Soleo's still tossing it in the bullpen for VC. There's the 0-2 pitch. Fouled. We talked about it off air. Brandon Wyland has a great mullet on him. Hairstyle that was long, kind of thrown to the wayside, but now it's back with Generation Z, and Wyland sports it to perfection, I'll say it.
Almost a disco haircut. Back in the late 70s.
It's a little disco, a little
My grandmother
surfer.
told me about that.
It's a little bit of everything. Business in the front, party in the back.
Tyler Soleo warming up in the bullpen for the Pirates.
Yep, and he's been out there for a while because of how long the top of the 7th took. He was already warming up in the bottom of the 6th when it looked like Naria was a bit shaky. 1-2 pitch. That's driven foul the other way.
In the bullpen, and that's why it's taken time.
One-two pitch, strike 3 swinging. Another strikeout for Daniel Naria here in the 7th to get the second out. Pressure's off, and Daniel Naria is pitching effortlessly, taking down these Goldpanner hitters. Another substitute in for Alaska, Hayden Iverson, who didn't make a massive impact yesterday in Game 2 with the bat, but still thinking about his great catch in the first inning in center field. Robbed Sean Mann of a run batted in that could have changed the tone of a game that didn't have too much scoring. I talked to Sean briefly last night about that play in particular. Maybe it was the night before. I can't remember, but Sean said last game. It was after the game. It was back at the UAF dorms where we're lucky enough to be staying. And he was just like, well, that's baseball. Got to keep going. Don't let it hurt you. But Iverson had plenty of reasons to be proud on defense. That one, of course, being the crown jewel on Friday. One from Naria. Barely up high. Good take by Iverson. Naria loads up and deals. That one is popped up lazily in foul territory. Just lands to the left of the white line. Ryder Gordon can't get there.
Just didn't have enough height in it and was perfectly placed 45 feet up the third baseline.
Gordon pursued it as well as he could. But again, just a great spot for Iverson to keep going here. Nobody on, 2 out in the bottom of the 7th. Pirates lead by a touchdown. Two outside. Naria's still getting heckled despite making mincemeat of the first 2 batters in this inning. Now a full count against the pinch hitter Iverson. Payoff pitch is hit over to short. Akiyama has it. Goes over to first base, and a stretch from Mariano means that's the 3rd out of the bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates over Goldpanners 10-3 with 2 to go. You're watching Ventura County Pirates baseball on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll be right back with the Pirates on offense in just a second.
Going into the top of the 8th inning, and the Goldpanners have a new pitcher. His name is Raymond Padilla out of the U.S. Army, a 6-foot, 225-pound right-hander from Fontana. So hua to Mr. Padilla. And he will face Ethan Gonzalez, Grant Madrid Murray, and the top of the order, Ethan Kearney, in the top of the 8th inning. 10 runs on 11 hits for the Pirates. 3 runs on 7 hits and 4 errors for the Alaska Goldpanners. And the first pitch from Padilla is out of the strike zone, up high and inside for ball 1. Ethan Gonzalez has played a big role for the Pirates offensively, and this one is in tight, 2-0. Ethan is 1 for 3 with a run scored and a single. Actually, 2 runs scored. Scored on a walk in that wacky 7th inning, the 6-run 7th inning, and in for a strike. So now it's 2-1. Struck out in the 2nd inning, was on a fielder's choice back in the 4th inning, and bounced out to shortstop in the 6th, and this one's lined right into the glove of third baseman. And that is number 15, Mikey Bell, now at third base. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Madrid Murray. A lot of substitutions late for Brett Latchman and the Goldpanners, as the catcher, Hayden Iverson, excuse me, is that Holt Williams?
Yes.
Holt Williams behind the plate has to adjust his anteater equipment. Iverson has to jackknife out of the way of the first pitch, inside, 1-0. Madrid Murray, without a hit, he's 0 for 3, but had that big 3-base error, courtesy of, well, this one's hit on the line is fair ball, picked up by Bell, makes a long throw across. Nice play by Mikey Bell at third base to get Grant Madrid Murray. 5-3 on the putout.
Yeah, what an inning for Mikey Bell so far on defense. First ball from Gonzalez was shot right at him, but could have been tough to handle, and that was just a beautiful throw all the way across the diamond for out number 2.
I'm just checking over at first base. Is that Tyson Reese at first? I believe it is. Number 17. So 2 down, and that brings up the top of the order. And Ethan Kearney,
he's got
who is
4
4 for 5, all singles to center field, like you were saying. An RBI and 2 runs scored and a stolen base. Sends the first pitch down the left field line the other way, 0-1. And hasn't been very busy out in center field today, which is good news. This one's bounced, cut off by Mikey Bell at third base, and throws across. Nice stretch by the catcher, Tyson Reese, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Goldpanners. 5-3 on the putout. So no runs, no hits, no errors. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Goldpanners. Well, actually, how about we say this? It's not used to this. The Pirates are leading the Goldpanners 10-3 on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the 8th inning we go, and the Goldpanners will send up Jacob Badawi, Tyson Reese, and Matt Leiterman's spot against new Pirates pitcher Tyler Saleo in the bottom of the 8th inning. In for Daniel Naria, who went 3 innings, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, striking out the last 2 batters. Two batters in the bottom of the 7th inning, and then 2 walks in 59 pitches. So Grant Madrid Murray coming out, fist bumping Saleo, going over some signs, with a 10-3 lead. 10 runs and 11 hits for the Pirates, 3 runs, 7 hits, and 4 errors for the Goldpanners on a blustery, rainy day in Fairbanks, Alaska. Saleo slings up a strike on the outside corner. Seems like Angelo, the home plate umpire, Dan Angelo, is giving more of the outside part of the plate to right-handed pitchers, to the pitchers. This one is a slider in for strike 2.
2 strikes from Saleo. He describes himself as a aggressive strike thrower and mixes in a 4-seamer, circle change, and slider.
Double taps his rubber foot and swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and down goes Badawi.
Just a great start for Tyler Saleo there.
Now comes Tyson Reese, as Brett Latchman wants to see what the kid can do. Started him out at catcher, liked his bat so much he's out there at first base now, taking over for Matt Leiterman.
Makes perfect sense. He's 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 runs scored.
One of those hits a double the other way, breaks his bat, rolls it to second base, picked up by Gonzalez, and throws him out. 4-3 on the putout. That'll bring up Matt Leiterman, who's still in the ball game. And they'll put that one in the bonfire pile. Leiterman is 1 for 2. Had a double and was stranded at second in the 6th inning. Struck out looking and flew out to right in the 1st inning. Saleo's first pitch sweeps outside for ball 1.
Yeah, that slider's got a lot of great natural movement from his arm slot, just whipping it over the plate, but sometimes left a little too far out.
The kid with the powder blue glove slings another one, and that's outside. And it's 2-0.
Who's got the nicer glove? Tyler Saleo with the powder blue, or Cameron Lee's Arizona green tea glove?
Oh, I got to go with Cameron.
I think so, but Saleo's glove looks great too.
It sure does. The freshman, 6'3" freshman from George Fox University.
Looking for a new home in the transfer portal.
Kicks and deals, and this one's grounded slowly to shortstop, picked up by Akiyama, makes a strong throw across to Mariano. 6-3 on the putout. That'll bring up Bubba Rocha. Or that was it. Scar, boy, 1, 2, 3.
It was quick.
I want more. We'll get more. Going to the top of the 9th inning. That's the second 1, 2, 3 inning in a row, and 3rd overall for the Pirates, who've been playing terrific today. And we will go to the top of the 9th inning with the Pirates holding a 10-3 lead over the Alaska Goldpanners, and you're watching the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Top of the ninth we go, and some defensive changes. Matt Leiterman goes from first base to second base. Tyler Reese is at first. Jacob Badawi moves over to right field. So Hayden Iverson can move over to center field. Meanwhile, DJ Akiyama has an 0-1 count, and now it's 0-2 as he fouls this one off of his big toe. And on a cold day in Fairbanks, Alaska, 57, mostly cloudy and a little drizzly right now.
Some cameos.
That ball off his toe, that's got to hurt.
Yeah. A little bit of sun peeking through so far, but not a whole lot. Still nice enough day out here in Alaska.
And the wind is blowing out to right field, and down the right field line, it's 328 feet away. And they're keeping the ball away from DJ now. The new pitcher, Raymond Padilla, came on in the top of the 8th, now in the top of the 9th, and it's 1-2 to Akiyama, who is 1 for 3 with a walk. Was hitting right-handed when he hit a double off the wall in right field. It's 2-2 to him. Fastball sails outside. Now it's 3-2. So Akiyama's double came in that 6-run 6th inning and is called out on strike 3. DJ thought he had a walk, but Dan Angelo said nope.
Yeah, tossed the bat and everything. It was real close, so I don't blame DJ for thinking that way, but a little easier to stomach with a 7-run lead.
So that'll bring up Gabe Juarez. Gabe, with 3 walks and a run scored, also has a base hit and a stolen base.
Panners fans still jeering even against a guy who's been very effective and in an inning that's really only a chase for insurance or additional insurance.
Well, now this one's for show. Walks for dough, hits for show. Big swing and a miss. He wanted to hit the roof of the curling club across the street. It's 3:15 down the line in left field. And probably about 365 into the parking lot where he hit it in batting practice the first day we were here. And this one goes straight up the chute over second base, and that's Leiterman to put it away. So that's 2 down. That'll bring up Jose Mariano. Jose is 1 for 4 with an RBI walk back in the 6th inning. Was on a fielder's choice back in the 1st and had an infield hit in the 7th. In that 6th-run 7th inning.
Yeah, it didn't start out too hot on offense, but picking it up, kind of pacing it with everybody else on the team.
And this one's hit high and deep to left field. Back goes Rocha, looks up, and gives it an escort. That is across the street for a home run. Oh, my goodness. Jose Mariano whipped that one into left center field well over 375 feet away, and it is now 11-3 Pirates over the Goldpanners.
0 for 2, then walk, single, bomb. Mariano stepping up big time and making it hurt for the Goldpanners. An 8-run lead for the Pirates.
No doubt about that one, as Bubba Rocha just looked up and walked it out of the ballpark. So with 2 down, here comes Brandon Wynn. Looks at a ball in the turf, Brandon, although he doesn't have a hit in 5 at-bats, 4 official at-bats, 5 times at the plate, grounds this one to second base, and that'll do it for the Pirates in the top of the 9th inning. 4-3 on the putout. But just to finish the postscript on Brandon Wynn, he has 2 RBIs, one with a fielder's choice and the other with a sacrifice fly back in the 7th inning. But oh my goodness, did Jose Mariano put a pounding on that ball to get a run on 1 hit, and nobody left for the Pirates in the top of the 9th. They'll lead 11-3 going into the bottom of the 9th. Last call for the Goldpanners against Tyler Soleo when we come back on the Ventura County Pirates YouTube channel. Bottom of the 9th inning with the Pirates leading 11-3 over the Alaska Goldpanners. And it'll be the Army, the infantry, coming to the rescue for the Goldpanners, and Logan Wimberly out of Webster, Florida, pinch hitting for Bubba Rocha. First pitch is just outside from Tyler Soleo in his 2nd inning, trying to get the save.
Goldpanners may need an Army to overcome an 8-run deficit here in the bottom of the 9th.
In for a strike. So Daniel Naria is looking at a win.
Yeah, and he deserves it. Started out a little bit slow, gave up a couple runs there, but then absolutely slammed the door on the Goldpanners with a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th.
Here comes Soleo's pitch, and that's hit right up the middle by Wimberly. And so the infantry, you can hear the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
The caissons go rolling along.
Well, charge.
And then there's something about Tripoli in that song. I don't know. I know Anchor's are way better.
So a leadoff base hit, and here comes Griffin Harrison. No, that's not Griffin. Is that Griffin? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Harrison taking over for Isaiah Munoz. And grounds this one in the hole between third and short, and 2 pitches and 2 base hits for the Goldpanners. Into left field, Wimberly moves up to second base. And that brings up Mikey Bell, who pinch hitted back in the bottom of the 6th inning and grounded out to shortstop. So the Goldpanners aren't done yet. Pirate infield looking for a double play, and Jose Mariano is not holding on Harrison at first base. Outfield straight away. First pitch is a wild pitch, and everybody's going to move up 90 feet. There's no chance at all that Madrid Murray was going to corral that one. That was way outside and in the dirt or in the turf. So it's 1-0 to Mikey Bell, a fan favorite, out of Gonzaga via Fresno.
Had a heck of an inning defensively in the top of the 8th. Was responsible for all 3 outs.
Here comes the 1-0, and this is bounced foul. Gordon right on it for the Pirates.
That was fortunate for Bell because Gordon was all over it. If that thing somehow stayed fair, I think with the defense we've seen from Ryder Gordon, that would have been an easy first out that the Pirates would happily trade a run to get.
Now, the runs out there don't mean anything. They just need outs right now. Slides outside for ball 2, 2-1. Well, the Pirates finally found their treasure inning, and that was the 7th inning. 6 runs. So that gives them the luxury of allowing these no pressure for these 2 runners in scoring position for the Goldpanners. And a slider swung on and missed, and it's 2-2 to Mikey Bell.
Yeah, Soleo doesn't have much to worry about here. He's a tough pitcher to face on your first time ever seeing him. So he's just got to keep on pushing and get these final 3 outs.
Personally, for him, he needs to treat this as a save situation. This one's fouled off. Remains 2-2. Can't get complacent as Mikey Bell gets frustrated with his elbow pad and just throws it away.
As a guy in the portal, Soleo treating everything like a save situation, showing his stuff off here in Fairbanks.
Low and away, and that loads up the count. Holt Williams is on deck. Followed by Brandon Weiland's spot in the designated hitter, and this one's low and away, and a good stop by Madrid Murray, and that loads up the bases. So after a 1-2-3 inning, 2 1-2-3 innings, or a 1-2-3 inning back in the 8th inning, Tyler has yet to get anybody out here in 3 batters in the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring up Holt Williams, the tall, lanky catcher.
Soleo almost coaxed a ground ball out of Mikey Bell. He's just got to keep on going. Again, even a grand slam only makes this a 4-run game. There's plenty of room for Soleo to work. He's got to trust the guys behind him who've served him well all day. No errors to Alaska's 4.
Well, let's see if a double play, that would help too. Maybe only 1 run scores. Williams was 1 for 2 with a walk and a base hit in the 2nd game of Friday's doubleheader. Soleo to Williams, and this one's tapped up the third baseline. Gordon has it as only 1 play across the diamond and just does get Williams. But on the play, the run scores as Logan Wimberly comes in to make it 11-4
Now batting, Brandon
5-3 on the putout. The runners on base move up 90 feet. Harrison to third base and Bell to second. And that brings up Brandon Weiland, who remains, and his hair remain, the designated hitter. Nobody warming up in the bullpen for the Pirates because they can't afford any more pitchers either. They have the 7-inning game following this one and then tomorrow's game.
I mean, at this point, still up 7, 2 outs to go. The Pirates would sooner put in a position player on the bench.
There's a strike. That fastball had some movement on it. On the inside corner. Infield playing back. Outfield playing in. Left fielder Brandon Wynn is straight away. That pitch had to be low because it was over the plate. In center field, Ethan Kearney is playing way in, almost like a rover in softball. Robbie Traito playing shallow as well. Foul back, and it's 2-2. So Soleo starting to battle back here. As the rain is spotty off and on. And a little bit of cloud poking through the clouds, or a little bit of sun, I should say, blue sky poking through the clouds as Soleo looks at the runner at third and deals. This one's popped up on the infield. And short right field, Mariano gets it and throws it back in. And a nice play by Gonzalez to keep the runner at third base and Griffin Harrison. But you saw how that wind just took that ball and carried it into short right center field.
Yeah, in California, that one would have been within the infield for sure.
So 2 down now, since last call for the Goldpanners, and Hayden Iverson gets his second at bat, I should say. He's 0 for 1, bounced out to shortstop back in the 7th inning. So the Pirates and Tyler Soleo trying to slam the door on the Goldpanners and take this one home. But this one is a ground ball. This could do it to Ryder Gordon at third, throws across, and that does it. The Pirates get a win here in Alaska, 11-4 over the Goldpanners. 11 runs on 12 hits for the Pirates. For the Goldpanners, 4 runs on 9 hits and 4 errors. Winning pitcher for the Pirates is Dan Neria, and the losing pitcher was Mason Robertson. And we're going to take that Andrew Trotman, right? We'll figure it out, who the losing pitcher is. We'll figure that out later. But what an offensive job by the Pirates today. 7 runs in the 7th inning, and the cherry on top was the huge home run by Jose Mariano.
Yeah, you're talking about who's the losing pitcher, who is it? It doesn't matter because it's a member of the Alaska Goldpanners and not the Ventura County Pirates. VC
That's true.
Put together a game where it was offense on top of pitching and defense, which has been really rare this season. The errors from Alaska, those were gifts. Those were, they were bad. But that's not the only reason Ventura County won the game. All 3 pitchers, Russell, Noria, Soleo, I liked what I saw out of them. All the way up and down the lineup, good stuff. And just persistence. Gave up a lead early on, bursted through it and carried through and put the Goldpanners to bed for the first time. 1 out of 3 wins so far for the Pirates over the Goldpanners. All
right. Since we don't have a whole lot of time, only a half an hour between games, we're going to say so long for now. 11-4 was the score.
And we'll be back with another live stream on the VC Pirates YouTube channel. We'll just put it back up right like the other time on Friday, a second stream for the second game.
Until next time, so long.